What to do when you have created an entire brand around a word that you don't really resonate with anymore. So first off, I don't have a dog in this video, unfortunately, because I'm not dog sitting right now, but I probably will have a cute one for next week. But in last week's video, we talked about why I'm still a small YouTuber. And thank you so much for all of your comments, your advice, your suggestions. I feel like even though YouTube isn't really paying me very much, I'm saving a ton of money in counselor fees because you're here giving me advice, so it's awesome. So a lot of the talk, of course, was around my content. And as you probably know, maybe you don't, I have 3 videos a week. 2 of them are called Sassy Scoop, and 1 is called Sassy Sundays. Why all the sass? Well, 3.5 years ago when I started that, I had actually asked on social media, what should I call this show? I think I was calling it Weird News Reviews or something. And someone said Sassy Scoop, and I've just always loved alliteration, so I was like, yeah, I give the scoop and it's sassy. Perfect. And then I thought, why don't I just keep that going with Sassy Sundays? And so then I became all about being sassy. And back then I was maybe more sassy, or at least trying to be. I sort of had it in my head then that I was like your gay BFF on the internet, and I was gonna be like reading people to filth and all that jazz. And the person that I was back then is also different than the one I was now. I actually back then loved going clubbing all the time. I loved to go out and party and have a good time, and that was sort of my ideal thing to do on Saturday night. Well, now here we are 3.5 years later. I'm 40. My exciting thing to do on a Saturday night is lie on the couch with my boyfriend and watch TV and eat some popcorn. I just feel like I want to be more real and authentic and me, and I don't feel like I need to put on such a persona anymore. I don't want to be your gay BFF on the internet. I just want to be Josh doing his thing. So when you put all that together, I think that it questions if I should be calling my stuff sassy anymore. And this all came to a head for me with this comment that I got on Instagram before last week's video that said, "Your videos are becoming somewhat boring. When I started following you, they were fun and sassy." And it's like, I get it. If you started following me like 3.5 years ago, they are different now. And maybe if you really liked what I was doing then, this would be considered boring to you. But for me, it's like, if you and I were to go for coffee and I was like, oh my god, you've got to see this viral video. It's crazy. This cat and this rat and this guy, blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, that's how I would tell you. I wouldn't be like, girl, oh my god, that cat and that rat. So why would I portray anything other than what I am in my show and everything else that I'm doing on the internet, you know? Like, age is just a number, but I have grown. I have 40 years of life experience. I have matured a bit. I've changed a bit. And this is just more in line with who I am, is not being Mr. Sassy Snap Your Fingers 3 times. So, what do? Do I change the name of the content that I've got so that it's not sassy, like no more sassy in it? Should I maybe still try to bump up the sassiness? Is this person just, you know, I'm just not going to be able to please people who liked the kind of content that I did back then? Because, you know, there are plenty of sassy people on the internet now, right? There are other YouTubers that I see who are usually quite a bit younger than me, and their energy is like off the hook. They are being so frantic and loud and crazy and wild, and personally I find it exhausting. I don't like to watch it. I'm just like, take it down 10 notches and just be you. But, you know, maybe that is a thing that comes with age and finding who you really are and getting into your own groove and just changing. I mean, I honestly never would have believed that I didn't want to go to a club. I never would have thought I'd be the person who would vote to lay on a couch and watch TV on a Saturday night. But that excites me now. Going to the club is something I'll only do on a special occasion. Not that, you know, I still enjoy dancing, but it's just not, you know, who I am anymore as like a motivating, driving thing that I want to do. So, do I want to be sassy on the internet? Do I want to call my stuff sassy? Maybe it doesn't matter. Like, this isn't a major life decision. It's just sort of come to a head now with this comment on Instagram and also last week's video about my content in general. So what do you think, counselor? Let me know in the comments below. And thank you so much for watching. Bye, girl.